Hello and welcome to Taste of Ulster TV. Now we all love a healthy dish, but...
No, this isn't really it. It's bacon, broccoli and Hollandaise sauce.
By Chef Carl Johannesson.
First up, Stephen, what we're doing is we've got a little bit of bacon here. And what we're going to use is a smoked streaky bacon.
Okay.
Smell that.
All right, yeah.
Incredible.
Straight away you can tell that's smoked.
Yeah, yeah. So what we want to do is basically we want to crispen that up. So we get a relatively warm pan and we want it to warm up in the pan. You know, and maybe disperse a little bit of the fat that's on the bacon.
So it's not screaming hot at the start, it's just getting it.
It'll start to warm through, and then during that process, the bacon will start to shed a little bit of its fat, and it'll become crispier quicker.
Yeah.
With the bacon, we're going to do the purple sprout and broccoli.
Right.
This is lovely. It's just from the coast, picked yesterday, and you can see the first thing you do is you can tell that it's really, really firm, and that's what you want.
Very good.
You know, like a really hard kind of stalk to it, you know? And that's what you're after. What we're going to do, pick a couple of the leaves back and just blanch it in salted water.
Do you want me to pick a few leaves there for you?
Feel free, my man, feel free. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of hot water there.
Okay.
We're going to drop our bowl in there. And then what we're going to do is get a little touch of white wine reduction, which is white wine vinegar, white wine, some shallots and garlic that's reduced down, egg yolks, and we're going to whisk that up there. We're going to use the heat in the bottom of the bowl to get this going. Just get that incorporated very quickly there.
So you're doing it in the sort of bain-marie style?
Yeah,
It's a bit more control over temperature that way?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can't, to try and do this over a raw heat, you'll scramble it.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're just slowly warming this through. And then we're just going to cook the egg yolks out a little bit. Then we're going to add our melted butter to it. And it's basically classed as a warm emulsion.
Right. Okay, so that's starting to thicken up itself.
Yeah, you can see naturally what we're going to try and take this to is a little ribbon stage.
How's the bacon getting on? Okay.
Yeah, it's good. We've turned that down. I'm just going to move the water back on the heat for the broccoli there. Turn that up a wee spot. And then keep going here. You can't let this sit for too long.
Otherwise the egg will start to cook on its own.
Exactly, yeah. And then you'll start the scramble stage, you know, where you've got bits of egg that are cooked and bits that aren't cooked. Alright, I think we're at
that's
a good stage there. So now, what I always do when I'm doing this here is keep a cloth underneath your bowl to kind of stabilise it a little bit as you're going. What we have there is our kind of like a nice egg custard mix there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with just the vinegar, a little bit of cream to stabilise, and the egg yolk. So what we're going to do is pour the butter in slowly with one hand, and whisk it with the other, and get it to incorporate. There's a lot of people that seem to be very worried about making Hollandaise and all the rest of it, but if you follow this method here, it's really, really straightforward.
Yeah.
Bit of lemon juice. Oops.
Squeeze the lemon, yeah.
Gives it a nice freshener. Then the
what's the Dijon? What's its role in this?
It works with the lemon juice to give it that perfect acidity and kind of, you know, zing to the sauce, you know?
Yeah.
Because the butter is, although it's luxurious and it's velvety and all the rest of it, you have to kind of cut through that a little bit in order to make it a nice sauce, you know?
That bacon's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're not far off here. A little touch of salt. A little bit of pepper. Here, have a go. See what you think. If it's sharp enough, you know.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, right?
That sharpness is right at the very end there.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So all we're going to do now is we're going to maybe take some of the finer ones here. Pop that into the water. And we'll get that to cook out.
Okay, so a bit of salt in the water.
Bit of salt in the water, yeah.
Look at that.
Get the excess fat off that. And we get it. You see the colour on that now. You don't want it too crispy, but you just want the little bits of fat to crispen up around the edges. And it gives it that, but it's still a soft piece of bacon. You don't want one of them, you know, like American crunch style bacon.
No.
So what we'll do, we're just going to keep that bacon fat there, and we're going to use a little bit of Maldon salt.
Okay.
And here's another one that I love. This is a paprika salt.
So is it literally just salt and paprika?
Smoked paprika and salt.
Paprika. Paprika is my favourite spice, I have to say. So
Yeah.
put it at anything for me and you're onto the winner.
I'm just going to warm this pan up slightly again, yeah?
Okay.
So this has a little bit of the bacon fat, the smoked paprika salt, and then we're just going to pop our
Okay.
yeah, straight from there.
So that's just going to soak up the rest of that flavour that was left in the pan. Yeah.
That's enough for us
looks
there.
Good.
And then just pop it onto the plate.
So that colour's really come through quite a bit.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really has.
And it's, beautiful soft. There's still a good bite left in the broccoli.
Yeah.
And we're just going to put a bit of the Hollandaise over the top. And you see around the head here, there's loads of gaps there. So you want to get loads of the Hollandaise in there. Get it right into those in between there. All over the plate like that. So a little bit of the bacon on there.
Oh, yeah. You're making it look very pretty here.
One more like
Lovely.
that. And one thing I think just sets this off is just a little bit of finely shaved shallot. A couple of little shallot rings on there.
Yeah.
And that'll give it that kind of fresh, oniony bite to it as well. Let's do it.
Oh, lovely.
There you go. Have a go at that.
Loving these simple dishes.
Yeah.
Definitely something to try at home.
Yeah, that looks...
And the
Right.
bacon's so crispy.
Even smell of it is just brilliant. I'm interested to try some of this broccoli.
Have you not tried it before?
Not the purple one, no. So I'm going to get some of that on.
Lovely.
It's nice,
I like
isn't it?
that. Yeah, really good.
It is. It's really simple.
And the Hollandaise sauce.
Oh, that Hollandaise is just perfect.
Yeah, it's got a
Carl.
nice enough sharp twing to get it to...
Carl, thank you so much. That's spot on.
No worries.